Are you one of those people that wish there was more time in a day? Well, you're not the only one. Sit down, grab a pen and paper, and take notes, because I'm about to give you this free game. What's going on, everybody? I'm Benny Smith Jr., and I'm glad that you took the time out to press play on this video. Before we go any further, hit the subscribe button. You don't gotta hit the like button yet, but you might want to, because I'm pretty sure that you're gonna enjoy this information that I'm about to give you. It's about time. Time is all we have. Time is, time was, time is now. Think about it. Yesterday was done last night. Tomorrow is not promised to us. All we have is the time right now. And how are we effectively using our time? That's the only thing that matters. You know, there's times that I waste money. And when I say waste money, I mean I do things like splurge on stuff that I want to have fun with. Buying clothes every time I go to the store for no apparent reason. Not keeping track of the cash that I have on me. Money is one of those things where if you waste it, you lose it, you spend it, you can always get it right back. If you lose $10 today, you can find $20 tomorrow. But with time, time is precious. Time is life's currency. With time, you can never get it back. So if you're wasting time, you gotta switch it up. And we gotta be intentional with how we spend our time. If you want to live your best life, then you must break all of your bad habits. Now, what is a bad habit? A bad habit is anything that stops you from achieving your long-term goals. And I would love to hear some of the bad habits that you need to break. Put them in the comment section below. It'll make for great dialogue. As some of you may know, one of the streams of income that I do have is a business consultant. Now, as a business consultant, people come to me and let me know all their problems and their successes when it comes to business. The 3 questions that I always ask all my clients is 1, what's working for you? 2, what's not working for you? And 3, where do you want to be? One of the common answers that always come up when I ask people what's not working for them, they say something like, I want to start this project, but I don't have enough time. There's not enough time for me in a day. If I had more time, I can do X, Y, Z. Well, all we have is 24 hours. We have the same 24 hours as Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Michael Jackson. Well, he ain't got no more 24 hours, but you understand what I'm saying. We have the right amount of time. It's just that we are not effectively using our time. Can you honestly say that you use your 24 hours wisely? We waste a lot of time on unnecessary things throughout the day, like refreshing our social media feed, seeing if anybody liked our last post, scrolling through Netflix or Amazon Prime, trying to find that right movie to watch, browsing the internet. But there's also some positive things that we waste our time on. Things like overcommitting ourselves or being too busy. You know, being busy is a good thing, but being too busy just for the sake of being busy, that's bad. You don't want to do that. Now, what I want to do is give you 5 tips on how you can be more effective and productive with your time. Number 1, know your priorities. You want to be sure to write down your current obligations and commitments and do that more frequently. You want to know exactly what you're doing with your day, whether it's going to work, picking the kids up from school, making sure that you schedule your hair appointment, or even something as simple as putting gas in your car. Know everything that you have to do so that you can accomplish it. If you write it down, you'll never forget because you can always come back to it. So know your priorities and your commitments. Number 2, batch your priorities. And what does batch mean? That means squeeze everything all into one. Let me see what the actual definition of batch mean, all right? According to dictionary.com, batch is a quantity or consignment of goods produced at one time. That's the noun. I'm not looking for that one. The verb, to batch something, means to arrange things in sets or groups. For instance, if I know I have to go to the dry cleaners, wash the car, pay a few bills, go to the printer, go to the bank, and then I know that I have a meeting at 2 o'clock, I'm going to make sure that I have to do all those things while I'm out. I'm not going to go out and do a little bit here, come back home, leave, go to the meeting, come back home because I forgot that I actually got to go to the printer. That's on the other side of town. I'm wasting gas. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting money. Why do all that? Batch your time. Know exactly what all you have to do so that way you can take care of it all at one time. Even to the point where you might want to do certain things because you're on this side of town at one time a day, and later on in a day, if you got to pick up your kids on the opposite side of town, take care of those things that are in close proximity to the school. You don't want to be all around wasting your time, money, and gas. It's too much. 3 strikes and you out. The third thing you want to do is make a schedule. Write everything down. And this is one thing that I try to stick with religiously, and that's writing things down. I like to have a schedule to the point where I even schedule my naps in the middle of the day. Yes, I take naps. No, I'm not too old to take naps. Naps make me feel good. You should take one too. I know in some countries, they even allow the employees to go take naps in the middle of the day. Some places are even putting beds in the office building so people can go to sleep. I need that job. Well, not for real. But if I did work at a regular 9 to 5, I would want to work there where they got a bed. Because I'm going to go to sleep. Take out your pen and paper right now. And before you go to bed, plan out your day for tomorrow. Writing down the time of day that you're going to do things, it'll give you a very accurate picture on how to spend your day. Not only that, you can come back at a later time and see how you actually spent your day, whether successful or not. Did you get anything accomplished? These are things that you want to write down on your schedule and pretty much check it off as you do it. Number 4, learn how to say no. And this is a big one. A lot of people don't want to say no because they don't want to hurt the next person's feelings. Well, what about your feelings? Isn't your time important? If it's not important to the next person, it should be important to you, because once you lose it, you can't get it back. Keep that in mind. So learn how to say no. And saying no is not about being mean. You can actually be respectable to the person that's asking you for this request, this favor, or for your time to be blocked out for them. Keep your own time and priorities in the forefront of your mind. So instead of being mean, just politely decline. Also, maybe you can give the person an alternative. If you can't do it, maybe there's somebody else that can that you know of. So always give an alternative and see how you can make the situation work versus just saying no and shutting it all the way down. There may be a way that you can still help that person to add value to whatever that they have going on. And number 5, set a deadline. As entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs, a lot of times there's nobody around to tell us when to actually get something done. You have to have a lot of self-discipline in order to set your own timelines. If you know something could take you a day to get it done, don't promise the client that you're going to get it done in one day. It's always better to under-promise and over-deliver. So if something takes you 2 days to do, tell them a week and then get it done in those 2 days. And you just want to make sure you develop the reputation of getting the job done. Fast, accurate, and the best way that you can. All right, guys, I want to go over this one more time. I hope you got it. Number 1, know your priorities. Number 2, batch your priorities. Number 3, create a schedule. Number 4, learn how to say no. And number 5, set a deadline. If you do these 5 things, I promise you, your days will seem like they are getting more and more productive as the time go on. You know, life happens. Don't get discouraged if things don't go your way according to your schedule. Okay? Take a deep breath, finish that thing that just came up, and go right back to the schedule. Because mind you, we gotta knock these priorities out. We're trying to break bad habits going into the future. So we wanna start those things today. If you need an accountability partner, hit me up. I'm always here to help. If you found this video valuable by any means, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs up. Don't give me no thumbs down, because then, I might cry. And we don't want that. You ever seen a grown man cry? It's not pretty. Make sure you leave me a comment as well, and please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all social media at Mr. Benny Smith Jr. That's BENNIE, not with a Y, okay? And until next time, please stay on schedule. Y'all be safe out there. It's a bunch of craziness going on in this world, and I'll see you next week for another edition of Free Game Friday.